Hey you guys, welcome back to another video here on my Nicholastic channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a Q&A, my first ever Q&A here on this channel. A couple of weeks ago I had you guys ask me a bunch of questions on my Instagram channel and also on our last, I think maybe 2 vlogs ago on my other YouTube channel with Jake, and I picked about 10 questions that I was getting a lot of and ones that I wanted to answer here from those 2 platforms. And I'm finally filming it. I've been wanting to film this video outside and it has been like crazy stormy the last week. Intense rain. When it's all dark and gloomy and rainy, the lighting in the yurt is, really dark. So I wanted to make sure I had really good lighting, and I wanted to film in one of my favorite places, which is out here in the garden. It's an amazing day today. There's a little bit of cloud cover and no rain. It's really nice. The birds are chirping and it's a little chilly because fall is in the air, and it feels really wonderful. Also, I wanted to showcase my ginkgo biloba tree right behind me. It's starting to turn yellow and it's so pretty. It's such a pretty yellow. So I'm out here and made myself some warm tea, and I'm really excited to answer some of your questions. So let's just dive right into it. The first question: what experience would you say was most influential in turning you towards holistic living? I would say that yoga, I think, really pushed me towards a holistic lifestyle. I started yoga when I was about 18, is when I took my first yoga class. And honestly, when I first started doing yoga, I didn't really think much of it. I just did it for a workout, to stay fit, to stay flexible. I danced, most of my childhood and up through high school. So all through high school I danced, and then when high school was done and I graduated, dance was over, and I didn't go to college for dance or anything, so I did yoga to kind of keep me flexible so I didn't lose that and kind of give me something to do, so I'm not, wasn't just dance and then done. And I wasn't that strict with yoga. I kind of dabbled in it, and then I would go on with my life, and then I would come back to yoga, and then I would go on with my life. But the more I, did it, when I would stop and come back, I would do it a little bit longer, and then I would stop it a little bit longer. And the more I did it, it just kind of opened my eyes to the holistic lifestyle. I started going to seminars, and I started going to retreats, and then I moved to Arizona, and I went to school for yoga and got my certificate, and that opened my eyes to so many things, and I met amazing people that would show me more of the holistic lifestyle, and I fell in love, and I've been doing it ever since. And now that I live up here, I have way more time for yoga, and I do yoga every day, and I'm just obsessed with it. And now I want to share with everybody, the whole world, a holistic lifestyle and how amazing it is and how great it is for your body. Okay, question number 2: where do you get your clothes, especially your fanny pack? Every time I wear my fanny pack, or both of them, I get a lot of questions where do you get that? Where do you get that? So I have 2 of them, a green one and a brown one. And I got the green one, I do believe, from eBay. and then I got the brown one from Etsy. So I get a lot of my clothes now from Etsy. I love Etsy so much. I love how small businesses can go on there and sell stuff, local businesses, and I'm supporting them. And you find such cool, unique clothes that you wouldn't find, you know, at your typical store. So a lot of my stuff comes from Etsy. I also love thrift store shopping, finding secondhand stuff, and a lot of my clothes I've kept since high school. I've always had a secret love for clothes back in like the 1800s. You know, like Titanic type of clothes and dresses, or Little House on the Prairie. The dresses and the skirts. I've always loved that style, and so living up here, I've been able to like wear those kind of clothes, and I absolutely love it because I feel like I'm kind of like reinventing myself and discovering what I like and not being pressured by, you know, what everyone in the city is wearing. And out here I get to express myself the way that I want to and wear the things that I like, and it gives me confidence, and I love it so much, and I'm having so much fun trying on new clothes and skirts and prancing around the forest and feeling like I'm back in the 1800s. You know, so like we live off the grid here, so I really feel like I'm Little House on the Prairie with our hand pump and the wood stove, and I love it so much, and I love that I'm able to share it with you guys here on my channel. So yeah, so Etsy's been amazing for that, to find really cool, unique, old vintage clothes, and I've been having so much fun. So Etsy is my go-to clothes, or unless I go to like a thrift store or a cute little boutique somewhere in a small town. And for the fanny packs on Etsy, I just searched fanny packs, I think, and that just kind of opened up a door. Like if you click on one that you kind of like, then it'll show you like, here are some other things that you might like. It just kind of like sends you down this rabbit hole until you find that one that you like. So I think that's how I found my brown fanny pack, which I absolutely love so much. It's so cute. Okay, so question number 3. How do you cope with missing family and friends? Since pandemic, what do you do? So for those of you who don't know, I'm up here in Canada on Vancouver Island, and my family lives in Oregon or Washington, so they're all in the States. And with the pandemic, it's been extremely hard not being able to go and just visit them. It's almost been a year since I've seen my mom, and it's been so very, very hard. I'm really close with my mom and my sister and my brothers and my family. And my friends and my best friend. And I mean, you know, what I do is I talk to my mom. I talk to my mom every single Sunday. I make a point, even if I have nothing to talk about with my mom, even if the week was boring and I have no news, even with her, you know, I still call her and we still talk for like an hour on the phone. So that really helps a lot. And I talk to my sister very often, and my friends, we do FaceTime, you know, so the phone and technology like that has been amazing for me to stay connected with them. And then also making videos like this. My mom loves watching these videos, so hi Mom. You know, and it's amazing to be able to show our family what we're working on with the Jake and Nicole show, so they're able to see everything that we're doing, and they'll call and say, oh my god, the pizza oven looks amazing. So being able to film our lives and show the world, you know, especially our family, has been amazing. It's been really nice. So we are listening to the news often just to see, you know, about the border and what's going to be happening. And Jake and I are working on my papers to be a permanent resident here in Canada, because I'm not Canadian, but Jake is, so he's sponsoring me. So if we have all the proper paperwork, then it might be easier for us to get back into Canada if I do leave to go visit my family. So we have a lot of things in the works to make it easier for me. We did hear some good news the other day. It sounds like Canada is going to be opening up the border to close family members or if you're in like a common law relationship, if you have the proper paperwork. So when I heard that on NPR, I literally started crying because I was so excited, like finally something, some good news, because all we've been hearing is, you know, the border's still closed, the border's still closed, the border's still closed. So to hear that was just like, I was so excited. And of course, right after I heard that, I called my mom and I told her the good news. So yeah, it's been challenging, but you know, I keep telling myself that this isn't forever. And, you know, it's not always going to be like this. And I know that, you know, I'll see my family soon. And I've just been keeping myself busy, honestly. When I start to feel myself getting really sad, you know, I don't shy away from it. I let myself be sad and I cry and I tell Jake, and he's an amazing partner and he holds me and tells me everything will be okay. And, you know, I just do a lot of yoga and I just keep myself busy using this time to work on myself and work on our business and work on the garden and explore these parts and just, yeah, I keep telling myself it's not going to be forever. Okay, so question number 4. What is your teeth routine? They always look really white. Thank you. I do get this question a lot. I love, love, love taking care of my teeth. I do smile a lot, so that's very important. And also my best friend is a dental hygienist, so, you know, I feel like I have to have a good teeth routine or she will kick my butt. So with my teeth, I was very lucky. My parents were always honest about brushing our teeth, and we got braces when we were younger, so I'm very thankful for that. I floss. I don't floss every day. I mean, I know you probably should, but I floss like every other day. Some holistic things that I do for my teeth is I do like a charcoal, like I'll brush my teeth with activated charcoal. So I'll just take my toothpaste and then I'll dip it in activated charcoal and I'll brush my teeth with that. It turns your whole mouth black and it's awesome. It's so much fun. I love freaking Jake out. So I will do that. I used to do oil pulling. It's not my favorite, so I don't really do it. And I mean, if you're into that, that's awesome. That's also really another good way to keep your teeth white. So if you're wanting to look more into that, just look up any oil pulling kind of videos. I do a tooth polish that I've recently found from a company. I don't have it out here with me, but I'll pan it on the screen. It has clay in it and a couple of other really good ingredients that's really good for your gums. So I'll do a tooth polish maybe every other day. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. Okay, moving right along. Question number 5. Would you ever consider doing a tea 101 video about benefits of drinking tea? Oh my god, of course. I would love doing a video like that. So thank you very much for that idea. I used to do Tea Time Tuesday. Maybe I'll bring that back. I would love doing a tea video. In the future, I would love to make my own tea blends and sell them. That's something that I've always dreamed about doing. So yeah, I would love to do a tea video of some of my favorite teas and the benefits. Like right now, I am drinking a ginger lemon tea. My stomach was feeling a little kind of queasy, and ginger helps settle the stomach, and it also kind of calms your nerves. And I was a little nervous, you know, filming a video. I'm used to like doing things in the video and not sitting down and talking, so like that's not my strong suit, is, you know, talking to the camera. I get nervous and I find myself, you know, talking a mile a minute or talking too much. So drinking this tea to like calm my nerves and my tummy. So there's one tea benefits for you guys is drinking a ginger tea. Okay, and also Jake is working on the pizza oven right now, so if you hear any loud power tools, you shouldn't because it is pretty far, but I'm hearing them, so if you guys hear them, I apologize. So number 6, do you plan to live in your yurt for months or years? So no, we actually don't plan on living in the yurt forever. Our main goal is to build a cob house. We actually want to build the cob house behind the garden. Currently our yurt is over there on that property. So what cob is like a natural home made of sand, straw, and clay, and you put these 3 components together in their certain ratios, and it makes like cement, pretty much like a paste, and you can build a structure any way that you want, like making like pottery. Like you gotta shape it and mold it in whichever way you want, and then it hardens and it creates concrete. So we'd love to build a house out of cob. We'll probably start building the cob house in like 3 or 4 years, so way down the line from now. And then our yurt that we're living in now will turn into like a guest yurt. And then we're actually getting a second yurt delivered at the end of this month, and it's going to be a smaller yurt. And we're actually looking for a property manager / apprentice to come and live here so Jake and I can travel, or you know, it'd just be nice to have someone here to tend to things and to kind of be a helping hand. Okay, next question. How do you deal with that time of the month while living off the grid? So this is for all my females out there. At first, coming up here, dealing with my time of the month was a little challenging. It still has its moments because we don't have a proper bathroom. And I did a video about this topic a while ago, actually, probably a year ago. So what I do is I use the menstrual cup. I've been using the menstrual cup for 3 years now, and I love it. I could not talk more about it. Like, it's so amazing. So I don't use any tampons. I don't use any pads anymore. I just use the menstrual cup. And then I just recently purchased my first pair of I don't know what you call them. The company's called Thick, like period underwear and shorts. And I also got a thong too. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't know about this sooner. So I use those. So I use the menstrual cup, and then I also use my underwear if I'm not like super heavy. Completely honest with you, the cup is nice. It is messy. And since I don't have your traditional bathroom with a sink, I have to take a cup of water or like a mason jar, and then I have to take that out with me, and then I use the cup to, you know, the water to clean my menstrual cup. So that's how I do that, because I don't have a sink. It's challenging, but it works, and you know, I feel like it, you know, it's so much better for my body than tampons because they have chemicals on them, especially the pads. So yeah. If you want any more information, I'll link the companies that I use down below to do more research. Or if you have any more questions on that topic, put it down in the comments and I'll go in there and answer them. Okay, so question number 8. Are you planning on writing a book with all your recipes and teas? Yes, we are. We are in the middle of making an ebook for all of our cooking recipes. I've been wanting to put out an ebook for a really long time, and hopefully soon we can get it out. I'm not the most tech savvy when it comes to like website designing and all the ebook stuff, so I'm still trying to figure it out, but we have a ton of recipes that we want to share with you guys and put an ebook cookbook out very soon. So once I have the ebook cookbook out, I would love to write down all my tea blends that I make and make a little book of that, or also like a holistic book with like my clay masks and my hair rinses that I do and my body scrubs and stuff. It's my cup of tea. I would love to make a book. Right now, we have so many projects going on with the cob oven and the yurt coming, and trying to hire somebody. And we're also building a website and starting a merch line right now as we speak. So so much going on, but definitely in the near future, I would love to get that ebook out and so many other books that I have all up in my brain. So this next question is probably my most asked question for both Jake and I on all of our platforms. is, are you and Jake married? Are you going to have kids? I feel like anybody in a relationship that's been in a relationship for a long time, those are like, you know, the primary questions that you ask, which is completely understandable. It's, you know, we're humans, and I guess it's just a human thing to ask those questions. So no, Jake and I are not married. We've been together for like 3.5 years now, and maybe one day we'll get married. We're not in any rush to get married. We love each other so very much, and yes, I would love to marry him and, you know, go down that road, but I'm sure one day it will happen, which will be amazing and wonderful. And are we going to have kids? Yes. We probably will have kids someday. You know, I definitely, you know, I will be honest with you guys, I do have baby fever, and I know my mom would love to have some grandkids because she's ready. I mean, honestly, I would love to have, you know, kids now. It's just, you know, with the pandemic and me not being able to even see my family right now would just be too hard. So we're not in any hurry. We're taking our time and kind of seeing what the world does and what the border does, because I would love for my mom and my family to be involved in every single way that they can, you know, with the baby and the pregnancy and stuff. And I have to have my mom there, of course, and my best friend and my sister. So we're just waiting and just kind of patiently seeing what happens with the world and the borders and stuff like that. All right, and the last question, number 10. What do you and Jake miss the most about being in this city? I think I speak for both Jake and I. We miss the restaurants and going out and trying new food. We always daydream about some of our favorite restaurants that we'd always go to in Arizona. Some nights sitting in the Yurt and we'll just randomly go, oh, you know what sounds so good or that I'm craving is the vegan hot wings from Green, or some desserts from Pomegranate Cafe, or remember that time that we went to that place in Paris, like, oh, that food sounds so good. Like,
bye guys, thank you. Have a great night.
the number one thing that we miss is the restaurants and the food and going out and the whole atmosphere. I think we both miss that the most about living in the city. Those are all of the questions that I get asked all the time, so hopefully I answered your questions. If not, I'll do another Instagram, ask me a question in Instagram DMs. I love answering your guys' questions. I love you guys getting to know me and Jake and what we're doing out here and what we're creating. I feel like it's really special, and Jake and I both love to educate people on off-grid living, eating your own food that you grow yourself, and building awesome things like a pizza oven and a hippie hot tub. And we have so many things in the works, and we've been making all of them come true, and it's just been such a blessing, and I'm just so grateful for this life. Not every day is perfect, but hey, what we're doing is amazing, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And Jake and I's relationship has just grown so much, and it's just been a crazy, crazy adventure. If anybody would have told me 5 years ago that this is what I would be doing, I would just be like, oh my gosh, that sounds so amazing. Like, I can't believe it. I never thought that I would live this kind of life, and I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful for you guys, our audience and our followers, to be able to share it with you guys. It's just been so much fun, and we love it, and we love creating thumbnails and videos and getting different angles. And so yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna go and help Jake with the pizza oven and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. So I love you guys. Bye.